Hey y'all, it's Lisa Zahiya, business strategist and life coach, here to talk to you about what I am doing for me and my clients at the end of the year to start planning for next year. It is the end of the year, it's the holidays, so I wanted to give you a couple very short things you could do before the end of the year that are really going to help you be prepared for next year. First of all, you got to do your numbers. That's really easy to say, and you're like, what numbers do you mean, Lisa? Here's what I would do. I would map out the year. It'd be great if you had last year or the year 2021 as well, by month, having how much money you made, preferably by service offering or product. So that would mean January, if I saw A service, B service, and C service, I made 5,000, 5,000, and 10,000 for a total of 20,000 gross revenue. Pro tip, we remember gross means you don't get to keep it all because ooh, gross, you don't get to keep it all. Then you think about how much you spent each month as well. We want to divide our expenses into fixed or overhead costs. What are the things I'm paying over and over? What are things I'm paying no matter if I make money? Rent, software, subscriptions. Then we want to think about cost of goods sold, which is how much does it cost us to make a sale. If you're selling services, the two big things to think about there are, if you're not the sole service provider, are you paying a salary or a contractor dependent on that service? If a salary is flat, it's overhead cost. If it's dependent on the service, like let's say you own a Pilates studio and the teacher gets paid by the student, that is a cost of goods sold. Or the big thing with service oftentimes is credit card fees, which is about 3% of the total. So we want to know what we spent, whether it was overhead or variable, which is called cost of goods sold when you're dealing with an actual good. And then that's going to give you total net revenue, which means what's the money left over, just like a fishing net. So we can start to see how much money did I make, spend, and then actually make each year. Then you want to look for trends. When did the business go up and when did it go down? And perhaps we want to track other things like Instagram followers, how many emails did I send, but what activities were happening that could influence those numbers. Or perhaps it's seasonal. Do you have a business that does better in different periods of time? Were you offering a certain kind of product? Because that's going to help you make decisions about what to do next. Essentially, you got to get your ducks in a row and do a little math so we know what happened. And I want to invite you to make 2023 different than 2022. I want you to feel in control. I am inviting you next week on Thursday, the 15th, having a free business bootcamp. It's 2 hours. Trust with me, this is not your mama's webinar. We're not going to sit around while I talk. I'm not just going to sell to you the whole time, but we're going to do some work. And we're going to get you prepared for next year to be different. Sign up. We've included the link below.